opponents the recipe for playing against Madrid? A couple of quotes from Carlo Ancelotti's press conference after the draw with Rayo Vallecano 1-1. After the equalizer, the game changed. It turned into the type of game we don't like, lots of battles and many pauses. After the penalty and our goal, the game became different. There were more duels, more battles, and pauses. It's not easy for us to implement our ideas in such a situation. In almost every other answer, Carlo also mentioned pauses specifically as a tactical maneuver. His assessment accurately reflects the content of the match. After the penalty in the 27th minute, Rayo committed 14 fouls against Madrid's 4. Constant interruptions were even more critical. Now, without key defensive pairings, control segments are especially crucial for Real Madrid. They tire opponents and serve as an additional tool for defensive reliability. On Sunday, the situation worsened with the absence of Toni Kroos. It's easier to establish control with him even if the opponent is against it. Luka Modric played well, but he has a different style and dynamics in the center. Control functions and Kroos's position shifted to Eduardo Camavinga, and he makes decisions differently, especially when dictating the rhythm. Thus, the reasons for the problems were not only external but also internal. Another factor was the size of the field. Carlo mentioned it, it was not easy for us. We need to adapt to the stadium. The field is shorter and smaller. The game turns out differently. New achievements in Luis Enrique's sterile football. In the match against Nantes 2-0, PSG started without Kylian Mbappé immediately after the news that he informed the club about his summer departure. It felt like the team, which even in its best performances tends to be cotton-woolly, suddenly had the key mechanism pulled out. Only pure cotton-wool remained. The first half was a masterpiece of sterile art. 82% possession, 95% pass accuracy, but only 5 passes for forward Randal Kolo Muani. The best moments were for Nantes as well as the advantage in shots 6-3. In the second half, it became easier. Luke Hernandez's goal, a long-range shot with a deflection, slightly opened up the game, and then Mbappé came on and added another. Don't know what to do? Give the ball to Kevin Stoger. It works even against Bayern. The hero of Bochum's victory over Bayern, 3-2, was Kevin Stoger, assist plus goal from a penalty plus an extraordinary level of influence on the game. The underrated Austrian playmaker and set-piece master intervened in the championship race and will finally get a bit of recognition. Truly a remarkable player with unconventional thinking. His importance for Bochum was well demonstrated. Stoger made 62 passes, leading in the team by a margin. Goalkeeper Manuel Riemann was second, also not a coincidence, the second playmaker in the team. Among midfielders, no one collected more than 27 passes. Stoger was everywhere, and his teammates passed him the ball in any unclear situation. Kevin transformed this into constant progressions and 6 passes into the box. In the last aspect, he was extremely versatile, cutting passes, crosses, and standard positions. Dalot, situational left-winger for Man United. Dalot exploited defensive gaps, not only him, Maguire situatively pushed forward if he intercepted the ball in the center, as did Shaw and Matic. The trio of Luton's centre-backs allowed gaps between them. But Dalot is just very fast, 35.6 km/h according to Opta, the highest speed among Man United players this season. Now he just needs to learn to finish.